How to make economic redevelopment work for everyone. Industrial land redevelopment is a big deal. It involves decommissioning and demolition of existing infrastructure, environmental rehabilitation of the land, and new construction to repurpose the land, followed by occupancy and operation of new buildings and facilities. These projects can last for decades. Often, industrial redevelopment occurs in or adjacent to disadvantaged communities, and one of the project's key selling points is the economic spin-off to that community. But redevelopment projects never seem to generate the predicted degree of economic benefit, basically jobs, at any stage. Trickled down doesn't trickle down to where it's needed most. Developers make commitments to do things differently, and local communities believe them and expect them to follow through. But too often, those commitments aren't met, and a same way we've always done it mindset creeps in. Often, this is the result of not having a comprehensive plan to drive economic benefit in ways that are viable for the project as well as the community. Traditional economic opportunity efforts are largely ad hoc. There's rarely, if ever, any proactive work to ensure that the benefits of the project accrue to the community where it occurs. Instead, good faith efforts, essentially posting opportunities and sometimes giving preference to local workers, are assumed to be enough. In reality, it usually comes down to counting noses after the fact to see what results any good faith efforts may have produced. It's reactive. It only tells us the score after the game is over, and the good faith effort card allows responsibility to be avoided when meaningful outcomes aren't there, which is pretty much always. Where there is an effort to go beyond an ad hoc approach, it's often coercive in nature, so employers play ball and hire to meet quotas or else, but their participation is grudging and disengaged. We believe there's a better way. While measuring the score is still critical, it isn't enough. We need to find a way that improves the final score by getting involved in the game while it's being played. We call this holistic approach CEEOR, creating equitable economic opportunities and results, and we think it'll benefit developers, employers, and local communities. The approach involves really understanding the demand side of workforce, how many people with what skills when, and the supply side, what talent's available, what barriers exist between the local talent pool and workforce demands, and how to engage with local partners to systematically eliminate those barriers and take a truly strategic approach to workforce generation that ensures economic benefit across the entire value chain of a project. Obviously, this is not a Band-Aid. It's way more effort than the usual ad hoc, hope and prayer approaches. But it can lower cost and risk for employers by creating local talent pools to meet employment demands. It can lower cost and risk for the developer by creating an environment where workforce is available for construction and operation of new facilities, turning the development investment into cash flow faster. And it creates jobs, the best social program ever invented, which can address some of the historic and systemic issues facing disadvantaged communities. Things like generational welfare and poverty, broken homes, domestic violence, high crime rates, drug use, low education completions, etc., etc., etc. It isn't easy. It'll take a lot of commitment, consistent effort, and hard work, and there's a lot of hurdles to overcome along the way. But we already know that the way it's always been done won't work. We're Workforce Strategies International. We want to help you do something different and get closer to delivering on your promises while delivering better operating results for your project. This is not business as usual, but if this vision is compelling and you'd like more information, please check out www.workforcestrat.com/resources or give me a call or send me an email. Thanks.